Hello, it's me, DIY Bronwyn. Here's my channel. Welcome. Hopefully, you've seen me before, maybe no. I'm currently working on my wall. You see a little bit of it. It's just peel and stick tile that you got from Dollarama. Well, I got from Dollarama. And then I painted it a little bit so you can see the gray part. It's all this kind of wood color, but I think I like the wood and the gray together, so I don't know what I'm doing here. Anyways, that's not why I'm here. I will talk to you about my DIYs though, because that's fun. I like to do my crafting. I haven't done anything lately. Been kind of sicky, but feeling a little bit better today. So I got a little bit of fake paneling on the wall. Did a little something, something. Oh my god, my grandson's been ill for the last 2 days. I think he's like pulling my leg, but whatever. Possum, he's playing possum. That's what my mom would say. uh, I just wanted to come on, guys, and I know I'm gonna get a lot of hate. I just know it. But I just wanted to say a couple things. I'm a 56-year-old woman. I'm learning as I go. I make mistakes, like like for instance, my take on the BLM movement, for instance. I still have no faith in that. I like the ideals of it, and I wish that the money had gone to the people that it should have gone to instead of the people that created the BLM, and then they kept it all for themselves and gave money to their family, and nepotism at its finest, and everybody gets some, but not the people who it really was supposed to go to, which was the black community. Nobody got shit. I mean, maybe it would have helped with some of the stuff that was happening after that. Like, there was so much civil unrest in some cities. In any case, there's so many things that I'm seeing in the news right now that are just beyond me, that are worrying me. Kids getting transitioned. I saw a family on TikTok saying, which is just ridiculous to me, but this family was talking about transitioning an 18-month-old child, which no, it doesn't compute. It's not right. There's just something fucking wrong here. And then I just heard of a 4-year-old, same thing. Still way too young, way too young. Like, I'm thinking 18 to 20, and you're talking you can just start your hormone shit then, because you need like intensive therapy before you decide you're gonna start lopping off body parts. And they gotta stop trying to indoctrinate our kids. They really are. I don't care what they want to call it, but you talking about your sex life at school and you being trans or you being gay or you being straight, nobody cares. Nobody's ever cared. Leave it out of the classroom. It's none of our business, none of their business. I don't go around walking into a room saying, hi, I'm hetero. I don't walk into a room and say how I want my sex life to be. It's none of the kids' business, and I would never do that. Like, you don't do that. Sorry, I had itchy nose. Um, I'm just beyond. I'm trying to understand what's going on in the world. They're teaching our children like all this horse shit right now, and I don't want any part of it. I don't want any part of. And I don't have a problem. Okay, I have to specify this specifically, I guess. I have no problem with the gays, the trans, the you do you. I mean, really, I really don't care. I don't care, and I don't judge either. I don't look down my nose. I don't ever think, that your family's less than my family. If you have two dads, you have two moms. I don't really give a shit. And my kids don't give a shit. And I didn't raise them to give a shit. We were raised in the Martin Luther King generation. I have a dream. And we believed that fucking dream. We wanted that dream. Don't you think that was our dream too? We were coming up. I made mistakes. I did stupid things when I was growing up. I might even have laughed at a racist joke. I might have said something stupid when I was a kid. But you learn and you grow. Like, so I mean, I've got two issues. Like, they just seem to go in my brain together because they're seemingly doing this in the media as well. They're trying to kind of put in the gay rights in with the black rights and the civil rights movement and stuff, and it's just bullshit. It just doesn't. It's oil and water. They're not supposed to be lumped in together. But even I'm doing it, and it's because everybody wants these rights. You've had these trans rights, these gay rights, these homosexual rights for so long. You said we just wanted to get married, and then like everybody's saying, okay, then you got the marriage, and then you got this, and then you got that, and then you want more, and now I have to tell you that your rainbow is going to include some pedophiles if you guys don't kick them to the curb. Just kick them to the curb. I'm sorry, maps, you are not welcome. Go the fuck away. Nobody wants you near my kids. I don't want you near my kids. I don't want you near my friends' kids. Stay away. If you think you're that way inclined, get yourself help and stay away from populated children's areas. Thanks. That's all I can really say about that. Like, just stay the fuck away from our kids. Please. Okay, let me close that. I'm getting Godzilla in the background there. But I'm not trying to be hateful. I'm really not. But I mean, I don't love anybody that would hurt a kid, so I guess maybe that is hateful. I don't know. How could you like? I don't understand how anybody can justify this whole map thing. Like, they're just trying to come up with another name so that they can slide under the radar and be under that umbrella of safety that they feel that you have now, because you have this trans, you have the gay, you have this, you have that, and now they're, you know, like, they're thinking that, hey, okay, now we can transition little kids, we can see what I mean? Like, it's all mixed up. But like, you can't do that to little kids. You need to give them their chance to grow up and be who they want to be, and, you know, experience life. And, you know, like, life isn't easy, but it's also, it shouldn't be hard as hell either. Like, if somebody has real dysphoria or something about their body, like, if it's really an issue and they really want to, like, hurt themselves or something because of that, then yes, then maybe you need to start intervening a little bit earlier, perhaps. And I'm saying earlier, I'm saying like 18, because I was thinking 20. You know, like, these kids need therapy. They need a lot of therapy. And I'm not saying to be gay, to be trans, to be any of those things, it is because you're a mental patient. That is not what I'm saying at all. Not even a little bit. Because I think that there's just different brands of people, I guess you could say. Like, there's different brands of beer. Okay. But when we talk about, like, the genders, and now everybody's doing the whole gender fluidity, and then the pansexual and the asexual and the this and the that, like, okay, you do you, that's cool, but we don't need you to teach it to our little kids in preschool about how you're a transgender teacher coming out to your, you know, preschool class. No, you're not going to do that. I mean, I've heard of some really crazy stuff. I live in Canada, though, like, and I'm telling you right now, if people start doing this kind of stuff, we will be protesting on the school's doorsteps. Like, this will not happen. This won't fly, as they would say. Um, I love my grandson. I'm raising him, and I'll be damned if somebody's going to tell him that when he, you know, maybe he likes the color pink one day in class or something, and it's that ridiculous that they're like, oh, well, maybe you need a new pronoun now. Maybe you're going to be a she. And then there's these other motherfuckers raising their kids. They're calling them babies. They're raising them not to be boy, not to be girl. Oh, they didn't even do studies on this shit. You didn't even get a freaking. You didn't even go to Denmark. You didn't fucking do shit. You didn't try. You didn't go to Switzerland. Nobody's done shit about shit. There's no studies. There's nothing. They did studies when you didn't hold your babies. They know that's really wrong. They're probably thinking, if you're not going to identify their identity when they're little, then they're going to be all fucked up for the rest of their lives, because they don't know what they are or who they are, because you didn't tell them. Like, you can't do that. You can't. Like, you can't raise a little boy and be just like, well, that's your, you know, what do you call it? Like, what do you call that? Is it not a penis? What is it? It's your, you know, your pee-pee hole? What do you call that for a girl? Like, are you kidding me? Come on, people. What are we doing to our kids? I'm just worried for the, I'm just worried for the population. I pray all the time. I mean, it's all I can do. But like I said, I'm raising my grandson, and all I know is, I just want the world to be better. I just think that, you know, that there's so many people that are trying to glom onto other people right now, like the maps trying to glom onto the gays and the trans, and you had a lot more clout before, and now you're losing ground. And I'm telling you, I don't hate the gays, and they really need to realize that there's so many people that were so much more accepting than they are now before, this all started. Because when you started going crazy with the, you know, like there all the different genre, or not genres, genders, which is bullshit. I mean, there's two genders. There's male and female. If you're gonna procreate, populate the earth, it's gonna be, you know, a male and a female. And yeah, I heard this thing about, yeah, you could in theory, impregnate a woman could impregnate herself with using bone marrow, something or others, some sort of genetic hoo-ha. I don't fucking know. But like, really, no, like, and then the one girl goes, see, we don't need men at all. It's like, are you serious? Like, I had a son, and he was a valid human being. He was a boy, he was a man. And I have a grandson, and he's a boy, and he's gonna be a man one day. You can't just tell him, you know, like, or tell them absolutely nothing. You can't give them no guidance, like zippity doo-dah. I don't know. I think the, like, part of the best part of me growing up was when I had little tea parties with my grandma and stuff, like, and played Barbies with my sisters. Like, that was fun for us. And you're like, you know, oh, I'm just, you know, this family on YouTube were like, yeah, we're just gonna dress them in green and blue because no pink, or green and brown, I should say, not green and blue, green and brown, because we don't want any pink or red or blue. We don't want any like gender colors and stuff. And I'm thinking, you're poor fucking kids. Are you gonna like be like right out of the womb? There's no fucking Santa Claus. What are you gonna rip away from them next? Oh, somebody gave their kid $20 for a tooth. I think it was you, Monica. Stop it. You can't do it. My friend, I think it was my friend I heard recently. Somebody said, I got $20 for the tooth fairy. I'm like, fuck, don't raise the bar that much. I can't afford that shit. Kids would be like, eating that candy like crazy, trying to give me some money. But yeah, anyways. So I just wanted to truck in with y'all and say howdy. And if I'd show you my wall on TikTok, somebody was all mouthy and said it was ugly. And I was like, I'm not fucking done yet. And to them I say, I know, I'm not your average YouTuber. But you know what? I've never been average. It's okay with me. That's me. I gotta get a better angle on this though, or I gotta get one of them generators. I don't know what's going on. My grandma used to do that. Anybody's grandma used to do that? She used to be an Avon lady too, my grandma. Anyways, alright, I'll let you go, guys. I know, I'm a crazy bee. Have a nice day. I hope you have a wonderful day, really. I really, really do. I hope it's blessed and lovely. And like I said, I don't hate the gays. I don't hate the blacks either. I don't even know why I would say it like that, but the black population. I worry about this critical race theory. That was my only thing of bringing that in, was because I really don't think that that's fair. And I really think that, like, I've said it before, like, online. And I guess I'll put money where my mouth is, and I'll just say it to you in my own way. How far back should we go for reparations? Should we go back so that we can get some reparations from the Romans? Because I'm Christian, so where's my money? Where's my money? Where's my money? Like that chick on TikTok. Where's my money? Where's my money? And that is what I object to. It's how many generations over and above have we gone from this day forward away from slavery? How many white people had to help and get rid of slavery? How much lies were told to people within that time frame? How much bullshit was perpetuated, and they think it's all the white people that were doing it. It was the whole world, and it was the worst. And when they had the Civil War in the United States, like that was the worst. But there's been slavery through every single civilization known to man, and like I said, how far back is far enough? Like when's everybody gonna be happy? Like, I'm sorry, but if a black man can be what do you call it? Not a senator. Is he a senator? The one that got sick. I can't think of his name. Clarence Thomas. Every time I think of him, I think of the Coke can thing. Maybe that's just me. Is that just me? Do you remember that? Come on, somebody remembers that. Coke can had a pubic hair on it. You don't remember that one? I remember going, damn. And this was all in a judicial capacity. There was some Anita Hill, I think it was, that she was like, he sexually harassed me by saying about penis hair. Oh my god, I was like, oh Lord. And there was like these hearings on TV about it. I'm like, it was right around the time when they had the LA riot too, and that was horrible. Oh my fucking gosh, I remember that. Yeah, and oh my god, okay, one more. One more little bit, and then I'll let you go. So, I'm Canadian, but I heard somebody say this, and I just about laughed. Oh no, I did laugh for sure. I was gonna say I just about laughed. I for sure laughed, probably spit tea out. Talking about how January 6th was an insurrection, air quotes. And the reason I'm saying air quotes, because, like, are you kidding? Have you seen the footage of the riots that happened that had nothing to do with January 6th? There was carnage and violence and fire and, you know, looting and all this kind of debauchery. And January 6th was like a bunch of people going in and clicking with their cameras and going, oh, this is what it's like to be inside them. Like, are you fucking kidding? And then you lock these people away for like 2 years now. They've been where? Probably in solitary or something too. Like, you just want to make an example. And every time they do that, there's a deeper meaning, and somebody else is turning a screw. It's a puppeteer manipulating society once again. And I think there are those people that are like this, and then there's the lower downs, and then there's all us peons. That's what we think. They think we are, and we're not. We are the voice. We are the people. God is on our side. I mean, I just love how politicians get in there and they get into public office and then they screw everything all up. Like, look at Biden. Oh my God. Look how the economy did a tank. Everything did a tank as soon as he became president. And I thought Donald Trump would be fucking it all up. And I'm thinking, he did a great job. They should have gave him another term. I know. I didn't think I would feel that way either. But, just people surprise you sometimes, you know? And then this whole, you know, oh, he this or he that. And the January 6th thing, like, he basically said you're going to have to fight for your rights. And guess what? You guys are having to fight for your rights, aren't you? Aren't you? Yeah, everybody is. Everybody's trying to claw their way on top right now. The gays, the blacks, the white, the Republican, Democrat, like everybody's trying to climb on each other's back and get the fucking best position. But guess what? We're all people, and we all gotta move together. And I'm not saying socialism, because I don't fucking want communism or socialism, anything like that. However, I think that we need to take care of the people that are hurting in our society, and if that means a social program to help people like that, okay, yes. But to make, sweeping changes to say stuff like I heard I think it was yesterday, you can't say homosexual or something in the United States online anymore without getting in trouble. Like, are you kidding me? So they've taken a word out of the English language and said, you can't say that anymore. Really? Like, and then there's all these, the new pronoun people. Oh my God, they're crazy. And then if you don't get it right, they want to kill you. And hey, I'm his gender. And it's like, oh my fucking God, you got a beard and eye makeup on and a dress. What the fuck am I thinking? I don't know. And it's everywhere. And another thing is, the trans people that I know aren't into let's indoctrinate your kids when they're in, third grade or whatever. They're just little. They're just little kids still. They're just like, leave them the fuck alone. But anyways, so like I said, I'm all over the place all the time. And another thing is, I want to make sure to state this on my way out. When I say about the Black Lives Matter movement, I love black people, I love white people, I love every person. It doesn't matter to me what color you are. It's your politics. That's what, I would care about. Is your politics, how you treat others, how you treat women and children in society. And I personally think there is a difference between women and men. And I think it's a good thing. Why do you have to act like we're just the same? No, we're not. They're bigger, they're stronger, they're more powerful. They took care of us. They, and we are the nurturing ones. And if people don't like to hear that, too fucking bad. This is what you were raised on, and you're turning your back on it all. We should all remember where we came from. We have, moms and dads, and, our Grammys made, stuff from scratch. Like, everything today is flipped on its head. You got, your dinner's getting delivered from DoorDash every night of the freaking week. Nobody knows how to cook. They don't know how to budget, do a budget to help their life and have a life skill. But they cannot stop talking about the gay agenda in school. But does my kid, at the end know how to read and write and be able to go to university? Because that's what matters the most. Not your agenda, not your sex, not your opinion. And that goes for the BLM flags in the classrooms too. I don't want those. I don't want the Antifa flags. I don't want the rainbow flags. I don't think you need to have anything like that in a classroom, because a classroom is a non-political zone, and you guys have politicized the classroom, and you're trying to take the parenting away from the parents who love their children more than you fucking do, because you're more than willing to throw them into a machine, an industrialized educational experience. You'd be right on with that. You'd be happy with that, because then you could tell them what you wanted. You could put in there what you wanted. And one more. Elon Musk. What's going on? Elon, what is going on? I thought you were this wonderful guy, and then I found out you had artificial wombs. So sounding a lot like Terminator and all those crazy movies that you saw in the 80s where shit's gonna go bad, and it's all because computers and everything's gonna get turned on its ass. Like, we are becoming more and more reproductively suppressed. Our young people are getting more and more plastics inside their bodies. That's so true. It's in the Mariana Trenches. It's in the Andes Mountains, and it's in every corner of the world. They even had core samples, and it's in the core samples of the ice beneath the ocean. I watch a lot of documentaries and shit, so useless facts and crazy information. Woo! I think I know it all, but I know nothing. But, I mean, we don't know, and we're killing the ocean. Oh my God. Can we please not kill the killer whales off? Can we please not? No, please don't let them go extinct. Please. Please, I pray. Please. Okay, I'm gonna go, because I could probably talk about all kinds of subjects all night. Ooh, aliens. Next time we'll talk about aliens. Oh, hey, on my TikTok, which is, I'm Lady Brahmin 48 something, you'll find me. Just type in BRONWIN or DIY Brahmin something. Okay, on YouTube I'm DIY Brahmin. On Instagram I'm Lil Mama Rocks, all one word. And I already told you my TikTok. Okay, cool. Alright, I'll probably have to edit this and edit a whole bunch of shit out. Or maybe I won't edit it at all and I'll just put it out, because I like to try to be real. Like, I know my hair doesn't look that great, but I when I feel inclined to talk to you guys, I just want to, I don't know, I guess I just want to share my feelings with the world, because I don't get out much. But also because it's like there's a whole world in the internet. There are all of you guys out here. We're all people. Each screen you see is a person looking at that screen. So there's cajillions of people who are always online, always looking, always moving. We're like sharks now. We're constantly going. As humans, it's kind of crazy, but it's also kind of cool. Anyways, all right. Got more shit to talk about. We'll do that another day. All right. I love you guys, though. Please subscribe. I would really be so thrilled. If you don't want to subscribe, that's okay, too. But please give me a little view or a thumbs up, maybe, if you like what I had to say, or you hate what I have to say, give me a thumbs down. Hey, it's all, information, analytics. But anywho, I hope you have a lovely day. Bye, guys.